Lion Nation, a pleasant hello to you out there. Here with another episode of Coach's Corner. The man to my right, we haven't seen him in a while, but he has been working hard. I can vouch for that. Of course, this is Lions boys and girls cross country head coach Chase Frazier. If you're going to start a season, it's good to start it in the biggest way possible, and the Lions will be doing that this weekend at the 43rd annual Woodbridge Cross Country Classic. For those of you unfamiliar, this is literally the biggest cross country meet, not only in the state, but in the entire country. Over 14,000 runners entered into the races over 2 days, 40 races, and they culminate on Saturday night under the lights. A unique experience for cross country as well. JSerra will be in the sweepstakes race on both the boys and the girls side. Girls will be 9:34 p.m. in the Bob Day sweepstakes race, named after former Olympian, UCLA great, and later on coached at Beckman High School, a fantastic pioneer for the sport that I can personally vouch for. Boys will be in the Doug Speck Invitational, one of the great statisticians and historians of the sport as well, another early mentor of mine as well too. 9:54 is their start time on Saturday, so you will be up late following both teams there. Coach Frazier, again, it's good to have you, and I want to start on the boys' side. Expectations high this year. Fourth at the Orange County Championships last year, Trinity League champions last year, runner-up at both CIF Southern Section Division IV finals and the CIF Division IV state final to a really good St. Francis team. Yeah. Expectation now is to take that next step. Just talk a little bit about what you've seen so far in terms of workouts and the early part of the season as you prepare for this challenge.
Yeah, I mean, each year is the next step. Each year is moving forward and looking to the next thing. And even though our boys didn't run in the sweepstakes race last year, they were in the rated race. So this is the first time for all 7 of them, which, normally we want to look at a meet and build off of our performance from the year before. This is one of those experiences where this is try number 1, so expectations are, very, very low on that end of we don't have like, we want to get this, or this, but we do think we have a team that can, position itself like, amongst the top in Orange County and in California. The guys have been really hungry for this over the last 3 seasons. I mean, it's been quite a ride going from not qualifying a boys team, even to CIF, even past league, Bradley, our freshman, when he was a freshman, and then now, we're looking at, a possible chance to win a state title, a CIF title, and be able to run in meets like Woodbridge with teams from all over the country, and be able to really have one of those big time races in our own backyard. It's an advantage for us, and we're excited about the moment and being one of those teams that has a chance out there. We feel good about our chances. Our guys are running great, and this will really be our first 3-mile test of the season, so it's really the season opener for us.
You talked about, just this level of competition at Woodbridge. Obviously, this race, the sweepstakes race, the best of the best, which does include the national champion from Harriman in Utah. Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense that the boys kind of understand the gravity of who they're running against, or as a coach, is it your job to kind of just say, hey, forget the titles and the names, and it's just going out there and executing?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that, there's fast kids from everywhere. Like, to find any one team in a Woodbridge race is probably nearly impossible anyway, especially with just how many bodies are next to you. You mentioned a team like Irvine. I mean, we got to see them 2 weeks in a row, because we'll see them the next week as well up in Idaho. And, they were the national champions last year. And they're going to come out here to this meet in California and run. I mean, that shows what kind of like this meet brings, and that's what the vibe is and the environment, is. And you have to keep reminding me, Harriman. I mean, I look at him and think it's just Great Oak, but from Utah. I mean, I still look at Doug and go like, think about it being Great Oak. But we do have to deal with Great Oak as well as that team. So, a lot of, I'm excited about the individual side of both races too, just because there's athletes in this race that, are probably primed and set up to do some pretty amazing things.
Talked about amazing things, and we'll go over to the girls' side. No secret that JSerra has been one of the best girls programs in the United States over the last few years. Last year, that bore resemblance again the Orange County champion for the second year in a row, Trinity League champion for the fourth year in a row, third year in a row CIF Southern Section Division IV champion, and the third year CIF Division IV state champion. Winningest program in JSerra school history. You guys finished 13th in the nation. Some pieces have left, some pieces have come. The expectation is still the same.
Yeah.
What has the summer and the early fall workout been, and the focus been of this year's group?
Well, like I just mentioned, the boys, we have 7 guys that haven't run in a sweepstakes race at Woodbridge. Well, on the girls' side, usually that's pretty rare. I mean, other than the freshmen, but 4 of the 7, this Saturday have never done this before. So, we're coming in as a team that's that's ranked high, is expected, to perform and do well with, a new look version of our team, and the expectations are, like I said, they're going to move up. Whether you individually move up with them, I mean, that's up to you and your work ethic. I mean, this team brings each other along. I mean, we have athletes on this team that, if you asked me last season at this time would be in this moment, I probably would have guessed against it at that time, just because, usually, we don't skip steps, and we're not gonna push, the kids above and beyond. So, process and training can lead to some like slow progression, which is fine. Like we want to get these kids, their best by their senior year. So we have kids that have kind of broke that scale and really stepped forward. So I'm excited to see, what the new look version of our team is this year. We've definitely bumped up some things in our training. We've moved a lot of things around. This being our season opener, this year is kind of been an emphasis. We got to take care of a lot more in the summer that, kind of I think pushed too early in the last few seasons. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like on Saturday night.
And they're jumping right into it again. That race will feature the national champion Air Academy of Colorado.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going into it just kind of getting a soft landing. You're going hardcore. On the girls' side, with so much at stake in terms of history and numbers and championships and all that, it is a new group. And obviously with a new group, you kind of got to find out their confidence level and the mentality collectively. Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense that this year's group sees a special opportunity, and that opportunity starts on Saturday?
Yeah, and we haven't raced, but we got to do a couple tests and time trials. We did a couple things where we got to run together as a group and see how they like handle each other deep into workouts or deep into races. And it seems like everything's clicking really well for us. I think stepping on the line at Woodbridge is like, we've never won the meet before, so like we've won a lot of different things, but this is one we haven't won before, so that's always like a fun, exciting, thing, like, hey, like this could be our first time ever, so that experience is still out there, that opportunity and that chance is still out there. And are we gonna get it this weekend? Maybe not, but we're looking at being our strongest in November and have a better shot at giving our team a chance to make another national championship. It's every year, you can't plan to be in that thing. You got to plan to have a chance to, make it to that to that meet. And so that's got to be the priority. And for us, I feel like we've been waiting forever to race, but I also feel like Woodbridge is like here fast, and I know the season's going to roll real quick after this. So I'm happy that the Fires missed it by a week. That would have been a tough thing, out here. Put a lot of emphasis on this weekend, and then, for something like that to happen, I'm glad we dodged that, and the weather looks like it's gonna be great. So.
Now, the girls were second last year to Air Academy, who did win the meet. JSerra, the top team in California in last year's Woodbridge Cross Country Classic. You talked about the schedule, and even after this meet, you're back on the national stage the week after that, going up to the Bob Furman Invitational in Idaho. So definitely an exciting start, the first 2 weeks of the season for both the boys and girls cross-country programs here at JSerra. Again, the JSerra boys and girls will toe the starting line at the 43rd Annual Woodbridge Cross Country Classic this Saturday. Boys will be at 9:54 in the Doug Speck Boys Sweepstakes race. 9:34 kicks off the girls sweepstakes race, the Bob Day sweepstakes race there. Going to be fantastic conditions and fantastic racing. Some very, very quality teams as always, and quality individuals. If you want to come out and support, get there early is the best advice that I can give you. It gets crowded at the Great Park in Irvine, but you're going to be in for a treat this Saturday and this Friday if you decide to go the first day too. It's a 2-day meet. Again, this is Lions boys and girls cross country head coach Chase Frazier. Another episode of Coach's Corner, and we will see you again soon. See you later, Lion Nation.